Intro. Welcome to the latest episode of the White House, where we will be discussing the unprecedented challenges U.S. President Joe Biden faces with the debt ceiling. The Bureau of Labor Statistics jobs report on Friday found non-farm payrolls increased 253,000 for the month, and unemployment rate also dipped to its lowest level since 1969, recording at 3.4%. Despite such impressive figures, President Biden warns of a looming crisis if the debt ceiling isn't raised soon. Seg 1. The debt ceiling is a legal limit set by the government of the amount of money the national treasury can borrow. The ceiling is usually set to cover existing spending commitments already approved by the Congress and President, but not authorize new spending. President Biden said the country can't afford a manufactured crisis driven by House Republicans, referring to their stance that they will not approve of a debt ceiling increase unless future spending cuts are addressed. Seg 2. According to Moody's, if the U.S. defaults on its debt, it could lead to the loss of around 780,000 jobs. This is a dire response, considering the U.S. just recorded a 3.4% drop in its unemployment rate. President Biden begs for the Republicans to stop using the debt ceiling as leverage for their own issues. He warns that Congress has previously lifted the debt ceiling 3 times under the Trump administration without any conditions, and that the situation is becoming an issue in other countries, who worry the U.S. will default if the ceiling isn't raised. Seg 3. President Biden is hoping to reach an agreement with the 4 top congressional party leaders when they meet with him at the White House next week. He is willing to debate over certain spending cuts, but he refuses to negotiate ahead of an imminent default. In order to avoid the catastrophic effects of a potential default, President Biden is putting the onus on House Republicans to act responsibly by lifting the debt ceiling. Conclusion. As the president attempts to resolve the sudden and manufactured crisis, the U.S. awaits the outcome of the meeting next week. Until then, the U.S. hopes that it won't have to pay a high price for the carefully crafted progress it has made under President Biden. We'll keep you updated with the latest developments coming out of the White House.